Hi guys, this is my review of River Marked by Patricia Briggs. Now I've been a fan of this series from the beginning, and I just couldn't wait for this book to come out. And when it did, I pre-ordered. So as soon as it came out, it was in my mailbox. But anyway, yeah. So I read it, I inhaled it in about a day, less than a day. I inhaled this book, and it's about 324 pages. Yeah, so I don't want to go over it with my time, and so I'm just gonna get into it. The story is basically about Adam and Mercy, their wedding and their honeymoon, and what happens on their honeymoon, and and stuff like that. Now, Adam and Mercy, they get their surprise wedding, and it goes off without a hitch. And then they go to honeymoon in the Columbia Park along the Columbia River, camping. His idea, I guess. That way, no distractions from the outside world. It's the two of them, and it is a nice idea. And for the first couple of days, everything goes well. There are no problems, nothing like that. And then out running one night, the two of them encounter a man that's injured, and they assist him, and he's badly injured. And in the process of helping him, she discovers that he's Native American. And I guess he was gone a very long time, and people came searching for him, and it turned out they were Native American too. And from here, one event after the other leads to a lot of revelations for Mercy, including her lineage, who her father is, and that the threat that is attacking humans and killing people is an old threat that was once dealt with her the walkers, which she discovers that there are different types of walkers, that are stemmed from the Native American myths, the thunderbird, the wolf, the bear, and things like that. And they had they had fought this monster they call the river devil before, and defeated it. And instead of killing it, it was just wounded, and they decided that it would be more merciful to let it live, because they defeated it, and what was the point of killing something if it was already defeated? And some very smart fae wake up the sleeping problem, and she wakes up hungry with vengeance, and kills a lot of people. And they decide that it's no longer the alternative to just let her go back to sleep. They have to kill her now, so they do. And and that's basically the story of River Marked. Now, what I loved about this book is that it featured the relationship of Adam and Mercy. Because if you've read any of the previous books, a lot of time their interactions were always hot and cold, and it was dealing with a lot of times they were dealing with a lot of with other issues around them. There was always some impending threat that that they were focusing on, besides their relationship. And of course, she didn't want to admit that she was in love with a wolf, because wolves, once you choose to be with a wolf, you can't decide, well, okay, well, we've been together for a couple of months, okay, I don't want to be with you anymore. Because wolves, they kind of mate for life, basically. And especially in alpha, it would be very bad for that kind of situation, because once you've bonded, it's hard for you. There's no such thing as a werewolf divorce. So she knew all of that, and she didn't want to put herself into that position. which it was very smart, but in the end it made her have to think hard and realize that it's what she really wanted. So when she made her decision, she, you know, it was from her heart and where she wanted to be. And it was really nice to see the gushing and the lovey and the displays of affection and things like that in the book, and I like that. Also, I was laughing out loud a lot of times while reading this book, and it was a very enjoyable read because I was going through a bit of a book funk, and I noticed that a lot of people on YouTube are going, you know, have been going through the book funk virus. I know Megan had it, Megan the Book Addict, and a few other people. I watched videos and they were like, they commented a few times about, you know, that they wanted to get the fun back into reading and things like that. And it happens, you know, every once in a while you go through that. And I was glad to see that, you know, I wasn't, I could still, you know, read something and be purely entertained, and I like that. Also, I'm sorry, I got my little cheat sheet, you know, so I come off as, you know, intelligent, know what I'm saying, and yeah, now you guys know that I got my cheat sheet, so I blew that, but anyway, it is what it is. And what the cons that I didn't like was I wanted to see more in elaboration about her, the worker aspect of her, because you know she meets up all these Native American walkers, and they're all, you know, stemmed from different different spirits of the Native American history. You know, the bear, the wolf, the coyote, the thunderbird, and things like that. So I wanted to see like if there was more of an elaboration on that, and I kind of also I wanted to see, like, I wanted Coyote to heal her at the end, but he didn't, and I kind of thought that was kind of a cop out. I wanted to see that. Also, I wanted to see the end with Adam and her together. I wanted to see how they would wrap that up because it started off with the love dove of the two of them. I wanted to see how it would end with that, and it kind of didn't. So I was a little disappointed about that. But those in no way harmed the story of this book. It was still a very good read for me. And because of the cons that I mentioned is the only reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 instead of a 5 out of 5. If it wasn't for those things, I would have given it a 5 out of 5. But this book, maybe even a 4.5. But this book was really good, and I recommend you pick it up and read it and fall into Mercy's world and just disappear for a couple hours, and you won't regret it. So that's my review of Rivermark. I hope it helps. I hope it was informative, and yeah, you guys rate, friend me, subscribe, and leave a comment in the pins below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ta-da!